Assalamu alaikum friends. In this video I will show you how to use command. In this first lecture I will delete Control A, delete. Will make it here new program. First of all I will take my one input I0.0 and here I will choose this. In previous lecture we discussed about this mode command. Now we will discuss about this NEG negative command. When you click on for a few seconds, he will tell you NEG means negative, yani changes the sign of the value at the input and outputs the result at the output. What he says, yani when you use this command, it will be change the polarity. Polarity means if you give any data for example, in minus condition, I will take my one MW0 and MW10, and that's I will download to my PLC. If you give any data in this command in minus condition, it will be shows you in plus condition. If you put it in data plus value, it will be shows in minus value. I will show you in this display format in decimal and see what he's doing. When I give my signal that I0.0, I put it here 95, it gives minus 95. If I put it here minus 50, for example, minus 50, it will be past the plus 50 voltage because of this plus data, yani this is the basically polarity changer, this command. And if you need to, for example, one more example I will give you, that if I put it here my one command, comparator command, for example, comparator commands are where that we will use comparator command. And when I says when my data MW20 is equal plus voltage plus 20, sorry, MW20 equals 30, will be on my one output Q0.0, and this program I download to the PLC, then click load and see, make it simulation. What's this command doing? This also format goes into the decimal, because after you understand complete. See what this data says. This command says when this data register, yani here by equals by 30 plus 30, after my Q0.0 need to be on. For example, I write it here minus 30 in hexa delete. First have to be go in decimal, and here it write minus 30, and it moves 30. Oh, sorry, one mistake I made. One mistake I made in this data register. I use this MW20. This I have to use MW10 because of my using data is MW10, and again download load to the PLC and make it simulation now, and see what this is doing. When I give that minus 30 data, and he will make that polarity change with plus 30 data, and when it's equal 30, after this output energized. For example, if I give it here, if I give it here 30 only, for example, it will be closed my output because of that polarity changed in minus 30, and minus 30 when equals the 30 data, it will be not closed. This change the polarity. Where yani somewhere when you're using in the CNC programs or look like yani cutting edge technology, somewhere have used the minus voltages, somewhere have used the plus voltages, and different types of data yani using in the programs. And where you use this command, used must at your own purpose. This is only for learning purpose. If any data, if you write it here 20 for example, but it will be cross the 32 data, it will be when in plus condition you write, it will be give the answer in minus condition answer yani. And minus condition answer when you using after which is your set point. If you use this one, for example, this I 1 second I oh sorry cancel. When I use this one minus, yes, here I use 32 and make it again download and see the simulation. See this the minus 32 and here is the 32. If I define here, sorry, one more mistake we will make. I make this one, I have to make correct that minus 32 I have to be write it here. Minus 32 I have to write here, and click then load and make it simulation on, and see when coming this minus 30 data, and here I minus writes 32 minus 32. No, that's wrong something. Wait, we will do forward, go to offline. Here we put one data register, no problem. MD30 equals MD30, MW30, sorry, because of using single word data, MW30, and again download to the PLC. These data are also going to the HMI, and you like to change from the HMI this data. After you can like to go to the continue in the software, you can use from HMI. This C for MW30 is now upside is minus 32. Here is if write minus 32 minus 32 minus 32. The entered the modified value exceeds the range of limits of the data. Which data type we used? We're using for MW30, and this data is also, this data he says wrong. This data is wrong, yani we minus 20 we will put, for example. Minus 8 minus 10 I used, and this data is coming minus 32, and here I write 10, for example. Sorry, 16 coming in, I put it in hexa. This is the, must be choose first here decimal or hexa. After your data will be C. See, when I put it here plus data 10, and it changes the polarity to minus 10, and what I say, give here to this data register MW10 minus 10, and when my data register minus 10 equals with minus 10, my Q0.0 have to be on. And if I give it here minus 10, no, first have to be changed hexa, decimal, minus 10, and it will be giving plus 10, and plus 10 when it came here it's minus 10. We give him term this one, when you have to be go on when his data is minus 10 equals with this minus 10. If not minus 10 it here, and here not minus 10, you don't go to on condition. When I put it here 10, the hexa coming is 16, sorry, this 10 means 8 you write, it's hexa. Hexa values go down to the from 0 to 10, yani in decimal your value is go in condition. See, when I write the plus 10 it goes in minus 10 condition, and after your Q0.0 will be on. And in next, how you like to do the program inside the PLC depends on your own logic. You also stop it this here in offline condition, and here you can use this one in internal memory M0, for example you use, and it will be, sorry, M0.1, M0.1, and that will be on. And after you can use it here some any instructions M0.1 when on. After your Q, after one you can use any timer. In previous lectures already I give to the already I told how to use the timers. I put it here 3 seconds. This time if you like to see is for this one MW 13. This if you use any time running also you can use data, but here also you have to be use data, and here I need some coil Q0.0 I will choose, no problem. And when I download to this program It's all depends on your logic and how you making the logic for any machine. When you start from their data 0.0, see my coil M0.1 is on. Now it's off. Which data we will fix wrong? This one. Some data we fix wrong. M0.1 -10 M 1.0 M 1.0 use MD10 download to the PLC, click load, make it simulation on, and I will on my here I put minus 50 M 1.0. Again have to go in download section, load, because of when your cursor is at the wrong position, after your program will be not execute right. Here I put minus 50. This also must have to change in decimal condition, minus 50. One second friends, this and see if you use another command things in program. For example, this timer. Also you can use timer. This data is first wrong. Now I make this data corrected. If you put in DIN data, you have to be use the serial of MD series, and also here MD series. First I'm using MW0, but all have to be used MD0, and again it download it again, and then click load, then finish, make it simulation on. And for example, I make this set it here 3 seconds, yani for to use my this Q0.0, and now my M1.0 is on. For example, I close my this contact here, and after again you can see when I make it on, after 3 seconds my Q0.0 will be on, and here you give data for -20, and this gives the +20, yani that polarity change. If I put it here, for example 25 plus, and after this executes a -25, and when -25 is coming, and we have to define here 25 plus. When 25 plus have here, after our 1.0 have to be go to on. As I give the data here -25, sorry +25, -25, it will be gives the other direction to the +25, and after 3 seconds will after our Q0.0 will be on. And I hope you understand about this negative command in TIA portal. If you have any question or something, you need to send me message in my comment section, and I will give you feedback at my comments. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.